Alright y'all, 3 fish, 8 pounds, 5 ounces, first day was pretty decent. Had my 3 in the boat by like 7:30 a.m. I don't even think the third flight of boats left by the time I had fish in the boat. It's pretty gnarly. Proceeded to cull throughout the day and it was really just a grass bite. So tomorrow's a good draw, hopefully, and make a couple good runs. Hopefully we can adapt on whatever our boaters got in store for us tomorrow. Make a good run, hopefully run up the standings and try to make a run of this thing on the third day. So again, appreciate y'all tuning in. We're gonna go over, meet up with Eric and my buddy Jason. They're on the 5th wave, so I think they're due back at 4:45, maybe 4:30, and it's 4 now. So we're gonna grab a couple things in the store and then meet up with them at the weigh-in.
Eric Tilson, Auburndale, Florida. Woo! Eric's got 3. Some fans out there, you know those folks? You okay, good. All right. 9 pounds, 7 ounces, 9.7. Thank you, sir. Jason Burrows, Hodges, South Carolina.
I'm ready to see what you got, man. I heard they're like 3 12-inchers.
They were a long time ago.
Yeah, a couple years ago.
Buddy.
Yeah, man. All right, man. Good stuff.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Jason Castile, Winter Garden, Florida. Jason's got 5. So you did a little heavy lifting today.
I did all right, man. That was a rough morning, I tell you what.
14 pounds and 3 ounces. Ooh, just outside the top 20 though, 23rd place, but get it done again tomorrow. All right, he's got big bass, he says. We get overall weight, 15 pounds and 7 ounces. Hold the big one up. Yeah, that's a new leader. He does have a bag. We're looking for 6'6", yeah, absolutely. We're gonna hold it up right here. If it's big, real big, get 2 hands under it. It is real big. There we go, fatty right there. Looking for 6'6". I don't know, what do you think, folks? Yes, no? No, they're saying no, but we're gonna get a weight and make it official. It's good fish though. Good bag of fish. 3 fish for Alexandra to leave that goes 15 pounds and 7 ounces over a 5-pound average. This one right here, man, we were all wrong. 6 pounds and 12 ounces. Man,
I don't even know what to say.
well, say something. Are some of our Canadian friends watching?
Yeah, and my American friends also. Hey guys, drove 2,000 miles for this, so
Was it worth it? Would you recommend it?
anytime.
All right, thank you, my friend. We'll see if that holds up. Give him a round of applause. Overall leader right now, 15 pounds, 7 ounces, 6'12", Phoenix Boats, Big Bass.
All right, so that was my travel partner, pro Jason Castile, and his co-angler, who's now leading the event, Canadian guy, came down and put the old wax down on these Toho fish. Jason, I think, is about 23rd. You also saw Eric, who's a good buddy of mine, on the co-angler side as well. He's sitting about 9th. Co-angler side super competitive because it's a 3 fish limit, so 8-9 pounds a day. I think we're probably going to take this thing and take the dub. So again, hopefully tomorrow comes in. Sun setting on day 1. Eastern Open on the Kissimmee chain. Praise God that we got the bites we did today. So good start, rolling momentum. Keep it going.
Alright y'all, so welcome to the video. This is day 1 of that Bassmaster Open event. So start off real quick. I'm not a big jersey guy. I'm all the support is on my own. I mean, I've got people like American Trigger Pullers who have given me some hats, Sightline Outdoors, offer some awesome stuff for me, great discounts and everything. But nothing between my entry fees or travel or housing or any of the big expenses are coming from anybody. This is all coming out of my pocket, taking days off work, working overtime, going in early and staying late. This is the man making all the ruckus down there. Going into work early and staying late in order to get enough hours and enough income on the side to pay for the deposits and everything it takes to get into these events. Now I am signed up to fish all 4 of the Eastern Opens, so with that Bass wants to, on the weigh-in stage, I'm pretty sure all large corporations, these fishing tournament corporations anymore, want to see their logo when you're up there on the stage, whether it be MLF, FLW, BASS, or just your local clubs. You know, it's good exposure. So I'm not a big jersey guy, so I wanted to get something made. So Ray, I'm gonna try to get some of his info made in the description below. This is an awesome like polyester style t-shirt that he custom printed for me. So it's got American Trigger Pullers logo, my logo, Bass All Year, and then the same thing along the back with my last name, and then it has the BASS logo. Unfortunately, it didn't come in time for that tournament, so I had just a t-shirt that you saw with the Bass logo from Randy Marion, who actually owns Goat Baits out of Ocoee, Florida, and he's got some legit stuff, can make any color combination you need. But that being said, I wanted kind of something that was unique and different. It kind of was myself, you know. So American Trigger Pullers has been a great supporter of mine. Wanted to show off my own stuff, my own Bass All Year logo, and obviously make everybody at BAS happy in order to follow the rules having the BAS logo. Now I want to talk about the morning of day one. I pulled a gentleman from Kentucky who came in, we got together, kind of came up with a decent game plan the night before. And he wanted to go and fish some beds in the morning. So I'm using this little index card with a Sharpie to kind of show you what went on. And a pro by the name of Joel Willert, I think is his name. Don't know him personally, so don't take my response here or anything. He pulled up on us that morning, and there's a little canal that goes into this cove. Canal, cove, I know it looks like a stingray. We were about a quarter into the way of the canal, and Joel came up at about, I don't know, 15, 20 miles an hour, came off pad, right at the mouth of the canal, falling right behind us, and eventually came beside us coming into this canal. Was basically silent. There's enough room for a boat, but he made his way through some cattails and stuff and was able to kind of make his way up to the canal. And my boater's kind of looking at him like, hey man, like it's a one way in, one way out, and you're kind of just shoveling through. I've got some fish on beds. Joel's like, yeah, I know. So the area of beds are back here. Well, Joel found his way all the way through, and he decided to go there. So we decided to fish right here, and I proceeded to make all my casts that morning out in the middle of the cove. What would you guess? I had my 3 fish limit put in the boat within 5 minutes, if that, throwing a watermelon red fluke, just fan casting a fluke out in the middle of that cove. No one else caught it. My boater caught one as well, and that's how day one started for me. Again, I don't know this Joel guy personally, but that was kind of a non-courteous move and really wasn't necessary. Blew right through everything, went right over this entire spot, and my boater's kind of sitting there like, man, like this isn't really the way to start it. But you know, hopefully, I'm kind of putting this out there, hopefully someone can clarify what the heck happened with that ordeal, so I can get a better feel for who he is. Anyways, moving on, because you're going to have that stuff that happens. It's just tournament fishing. There's no courtesy anymore. So I caught 3 fish back in that cove off the bat. Like I said, I had my limit in the boat. You could still hear, that morning we were the second wave of boats. I think we were boat 45 or 44 or something. So people were still launching to go fish, and I already had 3 fish in the well. So it felt really good. The rest of the day was just sluggish and just beating offshore grass. And I was flipping between a Carl's Amazing Baits Wiggler worm and a Bitters 10-inch worm in Christmas, which is basically a June bug red. I was throwing both of those worms and getting bit in grass. And my boater was doing a lot of flipping shoreline, so I was throwing a swim jig. I was getting bit junk fishing. It was junk fishing 101. So I'll kind of explain something. When you're fishing from the back of the boat, you have to adapt with what the boater is doing, if that makes sense. So if he wants to fish deep, well, you better have gear ready to fish deep. And if he wants to fish shallow, flip pitch, throw swim jigs, heavy braid, you need to be able to have gear ready to do that as well. So luckily I was prepared for all that. We started fishing this little cove and had that ordeal happen, and luckily it just grubbing up fish in Toho in the Kissimmee chain. It looked like somewhere I could catch fish on a weightless plastic. A fluke just happened to be the bait I reached for, and then it produced. Now those 3 fish were about 5 pounds worth of fish. So later in the day I was able to call them, actually all 3 of them out, and I weighed in there, I think 8.6 or 8.7 or 8.12, something, 8 pounds something. Good enough to put me in 22nd place going into day 2. And that goes for the rest of the days you'll hear me talk about. There was really no pattern. that I was ever on either days of out there fishing. It was just junk fishing and absolute grind. Prayed a couple times that day just to put me on some decent bites and find some decent fish. And actually the biggest fish I caught was right at 3 pounds, and I caught that fish on a swim jig. I cast it over some matted up reeds, and I decided just to reel the jig over the reeds to get on the other side so I could start fishing the water column on the other side of those reeds. And as it's jumping the reeds, getting over that, a fish came out of the water, exploded on this swim jig. I let it sit for a second, ripped into him, and was able to muscle him out, and 3 pounder on a swim jig. So very cool. I mean, it's just very memorable first day. A lot happened, a lot of action, and it set a good tone for the season to go into day 2. So that was that. This is my Pablo Picasso drawing of what happened. I wish I had a whiteboard. I like looked around forever to find something to draw on, but that was kind of that, man. Day 1 was a blast. Now how it works, how you like draw your boat, how that system works is through your phone. Now Bass has your cell phone number and they send a mass text to everybody. So there's 225 boats out there. Like I said, I was 44, and they send out a text that says you're fishing with John Smokes and boat 19, you leave at 7:15, you're due back at 3 or whatever. So then the following day is the same thing. So at the end of the day 1, you get another text message, and that has your boat number, your due time, and the name and all that of who you're fishing with the second day. So again, you could pull boat 1 and he could be leading the tournament and you're fishing offshore grass, throwing a rattle trap or whatever, and you could go in leading the Bassmaster Open. You go in day 2 and you get with a guy who's hasn't got a bite all week, and he brought 1 fish to the scale yesterday and he's been fishing in a foot of water trying to find bedding fish, and you're sitting there scratching your butt just hoping something bites your line the whole day. So the Opens are a huge gamble, and I believe who wins has a huge amount of luck, but you also need to be consistent in the way you're fishing, because you can't make the fish get in the boat, you know what I mean? You can't make the fish bite. So you definitely has to be some luck on your side to get these things going, but at the same time you definitely need to be the best angler you can and adapt well to each situation in order to be successful and fish all 3 days and cash biggest checks. Just what you guys get to hear is behind the scenes stuff. Alrighty, y'all, so I hope that gave you a good perspective of the day 1 of this open event. As I said before, I'm going to try to do a video every day this week. So today is Wednesday for day 1, tomorrow is Thursday for day 2, Friday is going to be day 3, Saturday we'll start going over the bags and finances of these tournaments. Again, really appreciate y'all hitting that thumbs up and that subscribe, sticking around to the channel for more videos as we move forward. Get out there, stay safe, wear those life jackets, beat those PBs. We'll catch you right back here on the Bass All Year channel. Thanks y'all again for your views. See you guys next video.